Used to be when people talked about the end of the world, we locked them up, or laughed them off. Sometimes both. But we never took them seriously. Maybe we should have. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Better to start at the beginning, with the abduction of Desmond Miles, my son. This boy had no ambition, no direction, no plans for the future. What he did have was a heritage, one he chose to deny. It nearly cost him his life. He was captured and imprisoned. Those who took him believed he could help them find something. The apple. One of several artifacts we call pieces of Eden. Bits of ancient technology scattered across the globe. Some hidden, some found, all of them dangerous. Most are held by a single group, the same group that now had Desmond. You know them as Abstergo Industries. We know them as the Templars, as the enemy. We've been fighting them for thousands of years, even longer if you believe the stories of their origins. I do. After all, I've seen the truth. That's the beauty and the horror of the Animus. A device that allows us to enter and experience the lives of our ancestors. It holds the power to change everything, to show us history the way it really happened. Up until its creation, to the victor went the spoils, went the truth. We're trying to fix that, to free minds and bodies both. But there's only so much that we can do, and the Templars have the upper hand these days. But something larger than the Assassins and Templars is approaching, bigger than all of us. And if we can't find a way to stop it, these next few weeks will probably be our last. Everyone's last. In the end, it all comes down to him. To Desmond. Through the Animus, he discovered his heritage, explored the lives of his ancestors, and uncovered their secrets. When that was done, he trained. He used another ancestor to provide decades of experience in the span of a few days. It worked. We think. We hope. Soon we'll know. That ominous date fast approaches, December 21st, 2012. None of us knows what it'll bring, only that this is where they want us to be, when it does. They've been guiding us in their own fractured, frustrating way. These voices from the first civilization, the ones who came before, a precursor race of immense power and uncertain motives. They're the ones who made the pieces of Eden. This is where they've led him, and through him, us. He stands at the entrance to this long-lost place, armed with the knowledge of Altair and the abilities of Ezio. He holds in his hands the apple of Eden, and we stand at his side, ready to support him however we can. His name is Desmond Miles, and he has brought us to the end.
A little disappointing, since December 21st has come and passed us by and nothing has happened. But this is the very beginnings of Assassin's Creed 3. An amazing game that I have actually played through. But I didn't play through most of it. I kind of just went through the main storyline and... lag. And it was really good. So I'm now sharing it with all of you guys, and hopefully this will end well. This, like Diablo, that is being shown, hopefully they're out at the same time roughly. They're both being bulk recorded at this point. Just
let's go.
I don't know if they will always be, but at this point I find I want to do some stuff that I really can't do if I don't. Because I won't have enough footage. So this is all going to be one long playthrough for quite some time. Hopefully I get far enough to do some really cool things.
In another moment, down went Alice after it, never once considering how in the world she was to get out again.
He was quoting Alice in Wonderland. Forever long time. Door opens. Yeah, this happens when people play a game.
I think we're here.
I'm gonna try and do all the optional objectives, all the side missions. And hopefully this goes well. Hopefully I won't set M1 mission several thousand times.
You must find the key.
Son?
Sir.
Out of Animus experience. Oh.
Here we go again.
Desmond?
Do you hear us?
Yeah. What happened?
The temple triggered a bleeding effect. You collapsed and entered into a fugue state.
So naturally, you dropped me into the Animus instead of, I don't know, making sure I was okay?
You weren't in any danger. Besides, the temple appeared to be communicating with you, and I didn't want to risk severing the connection. At least not until we knew what it wanted.
Right. Of course.
Son,
No, it's fine. I get it. And I know what I'm looking for, by the way. It's a key. Just no idea where it is, though.
Jump.
Guess that's why she triggered the bleeding effect.
Jump.
She?
Juno, Dad. She's talking to me.
Juno.
Okay, Desmond. While you were, visiting Constantinople, we picked up a software update for the Animus. I'd like to run a couple of quick tests, make sure there aren't any major issues.
Yeah.
All right.
Tests.
What do you need me to do?
We'll start simple. Walk to the marker over there.
Which also, something that'll come out from this is I will also be doing the multiplayer because the multiplayer is fun and awesome. I have played it quite a bit.
Okay, Desmond. Let's practice climbing on these objects.
Which, if you don't know what she was talking about, Constantinople, and this is part of Revelations, I think. He kind of blacks out and is stuck in the Animus.
Rerun your way through this little obstacle course.
The entirety of Revelations. So, I'm guessing that's what they're talking about, but I actually haven't played Revelations. I had a friend tell me what it was
That's a
about.
constraint. These are optional objectives that raise your synchronization rate. Alright, Desmond. Follow the on-screen instructions and kill the 2 Templars.
Air assassination.
All you have to do here
Ouch.
is jump the gap.
I hate that. Okay. I really don't like doing those because they're really like pain in the butt. And look, you're slowly getting into the type of buildings that we are going to be seeing in this series.
Synchronization levels look good now. We should be able to build the world. Time to find out what the temple wants from you.
Sir. Everything all right, sir?
Yes, fine. I'm just preoccupied, that's all.
Don't forget your invitation. Master Birch will be meeting you inside.
Thank you.
Where shall I retrieve you once you're done?
Front of the Opera House. And be quick about it. Don't expect to be here long.
I'll bring her round at once.
It's really cool to watch the world he builds in front of you. And I can't walk that way because it's out of where I'm supposed to be. Oh, frame rate drop, frame rate.
Invitation, please. Shall I take your coat, sir?
My hat.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are requested to kindly find your seats.
I love how so many people have already found
Good
their
evening,
seats.
sir. This way, please.
My apologies.
Evening, Hatham.
Reginald?
I can't tell you how happy I was to hear they'd mounted this revival. Gay's best work by far. Have you seen it before?
Once. My father brought me here as a child. Though I remember little of it. I don't suppose tonight will afford me the luxury of a proper viewing either.
No, I'm afraid it won't. On to business then. Do you see him?
And the statesman, because he's so great, thinks his trade as honest as mine.
He's seated in one of the boxes above.
The stairs are watched. You'll need to find another way up.
Double capacity, both against roads and
I already have.
What is but fitting that we should protect and encourage cheats, since we live by them.
Sir, Blackmore
The
had sent
opera.
word her trial comes on in the afternoon, and she hopes you will order matters so as to bring her off.
As the wench is very
1,000
active and
pardons.
industrious,
My apologies.
And just sit him back
Tom
down.
Gag, sir, is found guilty.
a lazy dog. When I took him the time before, I told him what it would come to if he did not mend his hand. This is death without reprieve. I may venture to book him. Or Tom
Climb,
Gag.
climb, climb.
£40. Let Betty Sly know I'll save
Hopefully,
her
in
on
this
April.
time, I'll get some nice, awesome little looking assassinations, and you will see those. You've actually probably already seen them in a video that I at this point at least am planning on. Hopefully it happens like I want it to. A video that's going to show a little bit of every game that I'm going to be bulk recording and showing to you guys. Since I have quite a few new games to show you all. Christmas is a good, jolly time of year. I hate these. That actually went better than most of them do. But then again, it's the difference of I was picking locks at the end of the game and this is the beginning. Oh, look at this. Ouch.
I've got a bit of stage fright.
Little Dutch courage up the blooming
Stage fright. Okay, get up here. We fall. Thankfully, not too far and not bugging the show. For the people who are watching.
Haytham. You should have come to me. We would have found another way. Yes. But then you would have known. For what it's worth, I'm sorry. As am I.
I don't know who that guy was, to be honest.
Come, please! Over there! That's the one! There's that man there! A man killed in the upper balcony!
Oh my!
But I've done no wrong, I swear it! Any weapons? I beg your pardon. They find the pushing. Please! Please! Let us through! He's correct, there is no danger!
Haha. Walk stealthily away.
Order! We must have order! We must have order! What are those men doing in there? I'm scared where it's safe.
I can't see up there. Okay, I couldn't get that to work later in the game. Don't know why.
Imbecile! Where are you going?
How much time and place matter? I need my hat back. Still don't have my hat. Want my hat.
And how was the opera?
Rather dull, truth be told.
Shall we be off then?
Aye. To Fleet and Bride.
By your command.
Fascinating. fascinating. Gentlemen, I hold in my hand a key. And if this book is to be believed, it will open the doors of a storehouse built by those who came before.
Ah, yes. Those who ruled, reigned, and vanished from the world. Do we know what it is that will be held within?
It could contain certain knowledge. Perhaps a weapon, or something as yet unknown, unfathomable in its construction and purpose. It could be any of these things, or none of them. They are still an enigma, these precursors. But of one thing I am certain. Whatever waits behind those doors shall prove a great boon to us all.
Or our enemies, should they find it first.
They won't. You've seen to that.
I assume you know where this storehouse is?
Ah, Mr. Harrison.
Gentlemen,
How fare your calculations?
I believe the site lies somewhere within this region.
That's a lot of ground to cover.
My apologies. Were that I could be more accurate.
That's all right. It suffices for a start. And that is why we've called you here, Master Kenway. We'd like for you to travel to America, locate the storehouse, and take possession of its contents.
I'm yours to command, although a job of this magnitude will require more than just myself.
Of course. Upon this paper are the names of 5 men sympathetic to our cause. Each is also uniquely suited to aid you in your endeavor. With them at your side, you will want for nothing.
Well, then I'd best be on my way.
Yeah.
I knew our faith in you was not misplaced. We booked you passage to Boston. Your ship leaves at dawn.
Hatham Kenway.
Go forth, Hatham, and bring honor to us all.